Hey everybody, this is Fallon from Get Wrecked, and you're listening to the Creator Corner, the show that helps you grow your channel and find budget tools that won't break your bank. Today we're going to be talking about things that you need to consider when starting your YouTube channel. So first off, you really need to think about what is your channel about? What is the broader subject? The niche, if you will. What are you going to be making this channel about? I know when getting started, it is definitely recommended for your first anywhere from 40 videos to 100 to be experimentations. What works for your channel? So I highly agree with the idea of do experiments. Make a bunch of videos. They don't have to be connected about various topics. But if you are more of an experienced YouTuber and you have an idea about what you want this channel to be about because you have a lot of interest in it, focus on that niche. And I would recommend you pick 2 sub niches to really explore the subject matter and see what people are really into. What are you getting views for? What are you getting engagement for in your analytics? For example, say you're a cooking channel. That's your subject matter. You could put it, the sub niche could be all about baking. You only cover baking, like how to bake with the minimal ingredients. Baking for people who are, I wouldn't say poverty stricken, but you have a very low budget. What are some great recipes to try out and use that? Or you could go with a more health related sub niche. You could be a channel that talks about foods that are best for people with inflammation, autoimmune disease, cardiac and respiratory diseases. There is a lot of sub niches out there, and you could say sub niches, depending on what route you want to go. But I would suggest, regardless of the subject matter, you figure out a big one and then go to a sub niche and then further down, and just really experiment with what you are interested in. Something you're going to want to stick with, not something you're going to be like, meh, I'm not interested. I'm gonna go do something else. And that's okay. If you find that this is not a subject matter you want to do, then go and test the waters on something else. See if that works for you. Because starting out, we have to do a lot of experimentation to find out what is it we want to do? How do we want to stand out? And that's going to be a major thing you're going to want to do in any niche. Regardless if there is a lot of competition or not, you need to stand out. And to do that, you also need to do a lot of research. And with this research, you're going to need to look up all the maybe not every single YouTuber in that niche, but look at the top people in that niche, in that sub niche, to find out. It's like, look at their art, look at their videos, look at their bio, their links, and really see what is making them so successful. And while you're doing this research, also research things that are going to help you with editing, graphics, video making in general. You need to be doing research on these topics. And when it comes to you, you need to consider your look and what you're going to be called, especially on the name. Don't copy somebody else's name, because that's not really a great look on you. I know that there are so many YouTubers, it can be sometimes daunting, but consider a name that will make you stand out, something nobody else is doing right now. And consider your logo, your YouTube graphic, your thumbnails. If you've already started, look at your thumbnails and then look at a bigger YouTuber's thumbnails. What's the difference in how it's set up? Do you have a theme for your channel? I highly recommend you stick with a color scheme or some kind of theme for it, because that will make people go, hey, that's so-and-so. I recognize those thumbnails. I recognize that art. And I totally get that a lot of people are not graphic designers, but there are sites such as Canva, which they have a free and premium that you can use to make all your stuff. And it's not that difficult. If you are unsure about what you should be called, you've got a temporary placeholder name that you're starting with. I highly recommend, if you have no aversion to AI, to use ChatGPT, Bard, the Bing ChatGPT. That is out there for you to use for free. Granted, ChatGPT 4.0 is not, but I'll go over many tools at a later time that can really help you in regards to some creating names, script writing, ideas. AI is pretty good at being your personal assistant in all of these things. But yeah, these are the things you really need to consider. What is your niche about? You need to do research over a lot of stuff, especially about the topics you're going to bring up. I definitely recommend you use trends.google.com because you can look at the trends. What are people searching for? Also, in the YouTube search bar, you can start typing a specific word or phrase and you can see what people are actually looking up right now. It may take you a while to explode, though not actually explode because that would get messy, but get those millions, if not billions, of views. It does take time. It takes a lot of work, but I can tell you it will be worth it. This is the Creator Corner. I'm Fallon, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.